So, Season 1 of Playing Gracie Darling just wrapped up, and wow, what a ride. We finally got answers to all the mysteries surrounding Joni's hometown and the Darling family. But the big question now is, will we get a Season 2? Let's talk about what we know and what could happen next. Season 1 ending recap. Alright, so here's how Season 1 wrapped things up. Through a combination of Mina's detective work and her mother's desperate belief in the supernatural, we finally learned the truth about what happened to Gracie Darling, her disappearance, and her eventual death. And as the reality of Joni's grandfather James comes to light, he's finally made to pay for his sins. But that's not all. Remember Jackie? Turns out she wasn't actually missing. She was just faking her disappearance to escape her abusive and dysfunctional family. Once all these secrets come out, she finally feels safe enough to return home. So Joni and her family close the book on this wild chapter and head back to the city. Problem is, just when you think it's over, the protagonist learns that her encounter with the supernatural world isn't quite done yet. That ending definitely leaves the door wide open for more. Season 2 release date. Now, about Season 2, here's where things get tricky. As of right now, there's been no official announcement about a renewal. But if we do get the green light soon, we're probably looking at a release sometime around late 2027. Yeah, I know that's a bit of a wait, but that's just how production timelines work. New paranormal mysteries ahead. If we do get a Season 2, here's what I think could happen. Season 1 was heavily focused on the Darling family and all their dark secrets. The protagonist's childhood connection to them was a huge part of her journey back into the paranormal world. When we first meet Joni, she's a child psychologist and a mother of two who's completely abandoned her beliefs in spirits, seances, and all things supernatural. Her teenage experiences, especially the night Gracie disappeared, forced her to repress those parts of herself and adopt this super pragmatic, skeptical outlook on everything. But during her time back in her hometown, as she's forced to revisit her past, that connection to the paranormal starts coming back. That's why she's able to see the ghost of her former patient, Ivy, in her backyard. So it makes sense that Season 2 would dive even deeper into this aspect of her character. Season 1 kept things pretty ambiguous when it came to spirits and Joni's possible psychic powers, but Season 2 could really expand on these ideas in some exciting new ways. I wouldn't be surprised if the story picks up right after the finale, putting Joni in a position where she might have to investigate the possibly tragic deaths of her patients. Season 2 could build on everything established in the first season and really heighten those ties to the metaphysical world. Cast members returning and new faces. Let's talk cast. Season 1 introduced a bunch of characters who are pretty much guaranteed to be the core of the series moving forward. I mean, it's hard to imagine the show without Joni Gray, played by Morgana O'Reilly. She is the show. And her on-screen family is definitely sticking around too. Patty, played by Harriet Walter, Lulu, played by Stella Miller, and Mina, played by Chloe Brink. They're all closely tied to the central character, so they're locks for future seasons. But everyone else from Joni's hometown? That's where things get uncertain. Depending on what direction Season 2 takes, Joni might leave her hometown behind and take on completely new adventures. If that happens, we might see characters from the Darling family making their exits, including the titular Gracie, played by Christina Bogich, Ruth, played by Celia Pacquola, Moira, played by Ann Tenney, and Peter, played by Dan Spielman. That said, some people from Joni's past will probably stick around in smaller roles. Characters like Jay, played by Rudy Dharmalingam, and Bob, played by Pip Miller, have really close bonds with Joni, so they're more likely to return. Same goes for Jay's family, his daughter Raffi, played by Sayesha Sundaralingam, and his ex-wife Anita, played by Annie Maynard. But here's the exciting part. If the series decides to explore new supernatural mysteries outside of Joni's hometown, we can expect to see a bunch of new faces joining the cast. Exploring Joni's psychic abilities. Throughout Season 1, Joni had multiple encounters with the supernatural. She saw visions of her dead best friend's apparitions. Sometimes they were vaguely threatening or accusatory, other times they were actually helpful. and there were tons of clues peppered throughout the story suggesting that the abandoned shack in the woods is genuinely haunted, whether or not Gracie's perceived possession was real. We got tape recordings, inexplicable events, and even a glimpse of Levi Darling's apparition, proving that the shack is hiding way more secrets than what meets the eye. And then there's Ivy's climactic appearance. It's becoming pretty clear that Joni has some kind of special ability that makes her more prone to supernatural encounters and visitations from spirits. Season 2 could be the perfect opportunity to really explore the reality of these powers. The haunted shack and Levi's unsolved death could play a huge role in this, allowing the story to seamlessly loop Joni's hometown back into the narrative. Or, here's another interesting angle. The show could explore whether Joni's psychic abilities are intergenerational. Season 1 subtly hints that both Patty and Lulu might still have some connection to the supernatural. That could be a really cool direction to take things. Final thoughts? So that's everything we know, and everything we're hoping for, when it comes to Playing Gracie Darling Season 2. No official word yet on renewal, but fingers crossed we hear something soon. If Season 2 happens, it looks like we're in for even more paranormal mysteries, deeper exploration of Joni's powers, and possibly a whole new setting with fresh faces. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates on Playing Gracie Darling and all your favorite shows.